the first season. Sorry, the second season that we've done of the sort of Bristly League. So this is Bristly Bowl. Bristly would have been doing the commentary for these, but due to sickness, he's given it over to us motley crew, Stinger and Ricketts. So I'm Ricketts,
and I'm Stinger.
There we go. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the very first game of the second season. So it's the Hergig Howlers against the Sales Reptiles. So let's see how it goes. Here we are at the Den. So this is the Hergig Howlers stadium. So you can see some of these, some of the Necromantic team. Necromantic team, quite a balanced team. Mostly a running team, doesn't really do much in the way of passing. Has a couple of werewolves and a couple of flesh golems and some wights. As opposed to the Sales Reptiles, Lizardmen team, they're a bit of a grab bag of a team. So what happens is they either are very strong and can't pick the ball up, or very weak and can pick the ball up. So they've got a bit of a grab bag there.
And here comes the coin toss.
There we go. Necromantic then setting up into probably a fairly orthodox position.
Keeping the werewolves back, I see.
Well, the werewolves have got movement of 8 squares, so they can move pretty quickly. So both teams get an extra team reroll this half, so that's going to help them both to keep going. And that was a very good kick there, right to the back.
Very deep.
So they're marking up some players here. Now you can see here the werewolf is going in. Now the werewolf has frenzy, so that allows it to attack twice if it just pushes them back the first time. But we got a knockdown there, so that didn't surf him off the pitch. Maybe should have done.
And it's an armor break.
And he's stunned. Dinosaur. Just a stun, obviously. Yeah, in Bristly style. Just pushed back. And the other werewolf going back to pick the ball up.
And
which
failed.
He fails to do.
And the reroll.
Failed to do. That's a turnover. So what are the Lizardmen going to do? They're going to start off with a hit on the zombies. Oh, straight through the armor, and he's knocked out.
Will we see him again?
We don't know. Bunged up Bertie is no longer bunged up anymore. Oh, a dangerous place to be.
On the edge of the pitch. I've been there many times.
And Skink there, causing a bit of hassle there, putting a bit of pressure on the ball carrier. Another one joins him. And a third. Oh, no, third one going round to help out.
Through the armor.
Just a stun. Filled up Phil.
Oh, no.
Oh,
double skulls.
Double skull. It's unfortunate. So, the werewolf needing to obviously get the ball a bit away from those skins that have gone into their half. There we go. That's through the armor. Oh, sorry, that's knocking him over.
Okay.
Just marking it.
Unfortunate with the dice.
Yeah, there we go. Zombies don't have any real skills at the start. They've just got regeneration.
Can he pick up the ball? Yes, he can.
He can, and he's running up, and he's doing a pass.
Going for it. And a pass.
Failing it, but it is in three of the Necromantic team's tackle zones, so that would make it pretty difficult for any of the Lizardmen to pick up the ball.
That is a good position. Going for it. Oh, both down. A reroll. Oh, to a skull.
Unfortunate. And again, slight rookie mistake there. Didn't pick up any players before going for the blitz.
I know I have that problem. Sometimes I'm not sure if I want to do anything with the down player first. So I don't pick them up. And here, oh, right at the edge.
Yep. Didn't go for it because didn't really need to. There's not really an awful lot of players that can actually get to him. And you can see their frenzy coming in play there, hitting twice. Still only just dodging out.
When that werewolf gets tackled, it's going to be hard to stop.
And that's a knocked out skink. Dynamite is knocked out. Obviously, the flesh golem deciding that he'll take the hit as well, knowing that he's got a better armor than the skink does.
Now we're going to see a touchdown on the next turn, or we're going to see some bashing.
We may see both.
Nice.
We may see both because, knowing me, I'm quite up for the bashing game just before the touchdown, which could be bad idea. Could be a bad idea.
It has been in the past, in my experience.
And again, another unfortunate blitz there by that same Saurus there, getting the block result, which obviously meant that he falls over.
Yes, here we go. A little bit of light bashing.
Oh, and another KO. And just marking up the player there, so allowing the werewolf to get 2 dice. And that'll get him down.
And through the armor.
Well, werewolves have claws, so it means that it treats that armor value of 9 as an armor value of 7, effectively, which means it doesn't matter.
Oh, here comes the foul.
Oh, here we go. We're fouling.
There's a foul, and he hasn't touched down yet.
And it's Thin Lizzy doing the foul. Oh, didn't get through the armor though.
It is appropriate though for Thin Lizzy to be the one fouling a lizard.
That's right.
Here comes the touchdown.
It's the touchdown.
All
and
right.
we have a touchdown. So that is 1-0 to Teen Wolf. Obviously, Michael J. Fox is having a bad day today. Bit of a hair day today.
Oh, we get one back.
Yeah. And both skinks remain knocked out. So that's going to be bonus in players for the Hergig Howlers. So what's going on here, with a little bit of manoeuvring, is the flesh golems are staying on the right on the wings because they have stand firm. It means that they're not going to get surfed off the side or even moved. So as long as they stay upright, they will exert those tackle zones on the wings.
We have a riot. Both teams lose a turn.
Lose a turn. That's going to make it difficult for the lizard men to actually go and get a touchdown. Nowhere near impossible because all of their players are movement 6. So they definitely can make up the ground. Oh, and a knockout. Phil's knocked out.
Yeah, it's just a zombie.
It is.
He'll definitely be back.
There we go. 2 dice against the white. Had to use a re-roll there because of block. Kinks are moving up. And Saurus moving up a little bit. And here we go. Let's see if you can pick the ball up.
No.
Nope. So that's a turnover. So yeah, so zombies moving up just to mark up the Sauruses. Sauruses, agility of 1, not going to be dodging or doing very much in the way of not going to be doing very much in the way of dodging. So they're just usually that means that once they're in a tackle zone, they will stay there. They're very good at what they do there, but they will stay there.
Usually the easiest way out of a tackle zone is to make a tackle.
Yep, that's the thing. See, these werewolves got a movement of 8 here, so they are very, very swift. And when I said the lizardmen have a movement of 6, the skinks I think have got 7.
And that is the last re-roll for the cell reptiles.
There we go. Yeah, because they rolled a block dice.
They've been rolling. They've had to use a lot of them.
Yeah,
those dice have not been kind. Will they pick up the ball? Yes, we have the ball.
And off the skink goes.
Ooh.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Failing their dodge roll.
Without any re-rolls either.
No. Wouldn't have made any difference actually, because it was using the dodge skill, which means you can't re-roll a re-roll, if you see what I mean. So, but that does put that skink in a rather precarious position. And frenzy here, meaning get to go again. Still just 2 pushes back.
Right next to 2 teammates though should help out. Right on the edge.
Right on the edge, but dangerous position there. Blocking that skink. It's the white. And here we go. Here's the werewolf attacking the skink. That's just a push. Oh, and an injury. There goes T-Rex. So that's the first injury of the game. Just badly hurt. And one of the flesh golems coming back to put another tackle zone on the ball. The other one knocking over one of the Sauruses. And just a push.
Oh, lucky didn't get pushed off the pitch.
That's the trouble when you don't have block. You always run that risk.
Final turn of the half.
It is. Just knocked over. And just providing a bit more support. So here's the werewolf, and that'll only be a 1 dice now. Luckily, it was defender stumbles, so that did knock him over.
That frenzy can be dangerous.
Yep, absolutely.
Got the ball with the reroll. Oh, going for it.
Elba going for it. That means that there's not going to be another score with the from the Necromantic team. The last turn for the Lizardmen. I think they're just going to go for the bash.
Most of the skinks are down, which are their fast guys. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Also, the only people that can actually pick the ball up. Sauruses have a ability of 1, so they're not going to pick the ball up at all. And there we go. That's half time.
What a half it was. A lot of bad dice rolling for Beck.
It was very, very bad dice roll. So we got a dead and injured.
One skink is coming back.
One of the skinks coming back out.
Yeah.
Probably not as many sales reptiles there as Princess Beckter would have liked, but still got the Sauruses there. So still got all the Sauruses intact, so that they can still do a good bit of bashing.
And down to our last 3 skinks. Ooh, high kick.
High kick.
Basically meaning Becky can put anybody she wants under that ball. Hopefully they'll catch it. Or not.
Oh, well, it was just an extra chance, wasn't it? And knocking that zombie over. Just pushing back. Now, could have knocked it to one side, so that was a bit of a wasted blitz, but did at least knock the zombie over.
Going for the ball.
So creating a bit of a cage around that skink there.
A cage of sauruses.
Yes.
Oh.
Scary, scary proposition.
How do you get to that?
Just a big mound of scales and muscle, really, isn't it? There we go. So, attacking one of those sauruses. Didn't get through the armor though. And the necromantic team are just sort of getting around to the outside so that there's a sort of cordon of probably fairly rotten bodies hemming in all the sauruses and skinks.
Okay, we gotta push.
And we have a blitz.
Just another push.
Yeah.
Probably not what Becky wanted.
No, but there is a bit of a gap developing in that in the undead line. But the skink's trying to play it safe and stay pretty much where it is. So just moving up slightly.
Trying to remain in that cage.
Yeah, that's right. Managed.
Oh,
and that's through the armor.
just a stun.
Just a stun. Turn 10. What can the Hergig Howlers do? Well, luckily those skinks have got the skinks have got dodge, so that does save them more often than you'd think. Zombie marking up that skink there, and here comes one of the other werewolves.
Oh, right on the ball carrier.
Yeah, such a long amount of movement there, and frenzy as well. So, but just pushing them along at the moment. But
pushing them into another werewolf though. But deciding to go for a saurus instead.
Yep. And knocks them both out, and that's a turnover. That werewolf should have gone for that skink.
With the ball?
Mm-hmm.
Saurus is taking out the werewolf.
Just a push on the zombie.
I don't think I'd want my werewolf on the ground surrounded by sauruses.
No. That would be too tempting a foul for me, personally.
It's a high value foul. Flesh column goes down.
Yeah, and got stand firm, so stays in place. And the skink manages to get past the. That was unfortunate. That's so Dynamite got stunned by trying to get past the flesh column. So just standing some players up and moving them up. A 1 dice block on a Saurus. That was quite risky. But... Another 1 dice. That one paid off though. One dice on the skink. Just pushing him back. And gets through, knocks him over. And another 1 dice on that Saurus from that zombie.
Just a push.
Just knocking it back a little bit. Oh, that's through the armor.
Just a stun.
Yeah, bunged up Bertie, still fairly bunged up.
For such two bash teams, I'm not seeing enough blood.
Well, there's not an awful lot of blood in it in an undead person. It's mostly desiccated bone, I think. Maybe the odd bit of rotten flesh. And the skink actually picks the ball up.
And dodges
and
out.
in a very, very good position to score.
Looks like the dice were with her on that play.
And you got 2 dice on the flesh golem, which actually injures
Oh, no.
the flesh golem. So, right, so badly hurt, no long-term effects. Let's see if regeneration kicks in.
Oh, it sure does.
And it does. So that's the benefit of these undead players.
You can't keep a good zombie down.
Or even a flesh golem. They'll stitch it back up again. And moving back just to support some of the blocks here. That's going to knock over that Saurus. And going for the other one.
Doesn't look like we're going for the ball. We're going for the bash. Oh,
and we've got a dodge out by the werewolf. And that's both of them knocked. Oh, and there's an injury. So Eyesore is injured.
No long-term effect though, so should be right back.
Yep, but that does mean that the ball is on the floor.
Unfortunately, the werewolf is also on the floor with a skink right next to it.
So can that skink actually capitalize on that? So, and the other remaining skink is moving up, as is one of the Sauruses. And then just marking up some of the players.
Here we go. Got the ball.
Yeah, picks it up. And that's going to be a touchdown. So, 1-1. So sore loser isn't so sore a loser at the moment.
Here comes the cheerleaders.
Touchdown.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the wonderful orc cheerleaders. Don't they look pretty?
They're just encouraging their team.
Absolutely, with their tassels. So 2 dead and injured. 1 knocked out for the lizard men. So the Sales Reptiles will be kicking off to the Hergig Howlers now, and you've got about half a half now to see if they can get the second touchdown.
Well, they're going to have an extra team reroll, which, according to the first half, Becky really did need all those rerolls. So
she certainly did. Right, so marking up. Are we going to see a very similar setup to the first turn? Yes, we are. So trying to skate the crowd surf the
Saurus?
Lizard man. Saurus, yeah. That's right. And knocking him over.
Ooh, both down. Had to re-roll that.
Yep, have to re-roll that one. Oh,
that's
through the armor. That's just a stun.
Oh.
Dinosaur having a bit of a nap.
What color does a reptile bleed? I would have guessed blue.
Could be. Or green, maybe. Right. Moment of truth. And can he pick the ball up? He can. And it's the Sales Reptiles' turn. Straight into a blitz. Knocks the white down. And there we go. Surrounding that poor little zombie.
Marking up some players here.
And probably the last block there for this round. And just a push. So running up the werewolf. And moving the Saurus down the line to meet up with the Flesh Golem, who knocks him down. And over comes a zombie to mark up that Saurus. That should mean that's going to be 2 dice.
Oh, unfortunate dice though.
Just a push.
I'm actually surprised the werewolf didn't blitz the Saurus on their turn. Already had somebody marking up the Saurus.
He did have the ball, so it could be a little bit dangerous. And the white dodges out, and
very fortunate.
That is a very fortunate block, isn't it? With that zombie, it gets him out of harm's way because he's now not next to the edge of the pitch.
And only a push on him.
Yeah, just gets a bit of retribution by a bit of a pushing around, but nothing else.
Going for the Flesh Golem.
And stand firm, saying that he's just going to stay where he is.
Here comes the blitz. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, double skull.
Double skull.
That was just a 1 dice roll though, so it was very dangerous.
So just picking the players up. White going for a block. That'll knock the Saurus down, and that's just a stun there.
Just trying to make a hole.
Well, I think trying to get the zombies trying to make sure that the skink is marked up so that can go for a 3 dice block.
Here comes the blitz. Yeah.
And that's just a push back because they have dodge. And now it's only a 2 dice. And it's both blocked, so they both fall over. And the zombie picks the ball up.
That's exactly who you want to have the ball.
Absolutely, the slowest player on the team. And with only 1 turn to go, that looks like it's not going to be enough for for either team to score by the looks of things.
Looks like we'll end up in a tie.
Yeah, so there's just going to be a bit of beating up and, you know, knocking down players. And Saurus, tries to dodge out.
33% chance.
Yeah, not a high jump. I think we're just going to be looking at some blocks to see if we can get some injury rolls.
Oh, we see a foul.
Well, we've certainly seen a knockdown. There we go, through the armour, and we have an injury. And that is badly hurt on Stubbly Saurus. So that will be, I think that's actually the full 6-star player points for that werewolf. And just a dodge there, dodging away.
Another push.
Just a push. And again, just a push because of dodge. And looks like they're marking up one of those, marking up that Saurus. I think we possibly might be seeing a foul going on for the very last turn of the game. Just in retribution.
Last turn of the game. Might as well give it a go.
There we go.
Through the armor.
Through the armor, but a stun. Just a stun there. So looking at the Hergig Howlers, they obviously got the 1 touchdown, 11 armor breaks. Probably not that many armor breaks, but a bit more than the Sales Reptiles managed. We've got Diamond White, he's got the MVPs, but that's not enough to get him up a level. And the same with Saw It Too Late, who's got 5-star player points from the MVP.
Loving the name, by the way.
Saw It Too Late, absolutely, great name. So looking at the ball possession, yeah, Hergig Howlers had more ball possession. and certainly had like over double the amount of occupation in the opponent's half. Quite a lot of blocks succeeded on both sides, but looks like the Howlers did manage to get a few more injuries there than the Sales Reptiles.
44 blocks to 59 blocks, so a lot of blocking. I was very surprised we didn't see more armor breaks, for sure, with all the blocks that were going on.
Especially with those werewolves with the claws, you would expect to see a fair few more armor breaks there, but that's the way the dice rolled. So obviously you got the MVP for the White and the Saurus, and then it looks like Howling Mad Murdoch was the one that had the three injury rolls, getting him up to 6, and Teen Wolf getting the score, and you think Saurus getting a casualty, and Sore Loser, who's the skink, getting the touchdown. Quite a lot of high percentages, not great on the passing for the Hergig Howlers. But only did 1 pass, and if you have a look at the Sales Reptiles, fairly middling. Not great for the waking up after KOs. Obviously, those skinks didn't like getting hit all that much, but they are skinks, and not too great on the dodges either.
Yeah, rolled 24 ones, which isn't the highest number here, but it's up there. Whereas on the Hungry Howlers, we only had 12 ones. Which isn't the lowest, but second to lowest amount of ones rolled.
Yeah, and also the Sales Reptiles, a lot of 2s were rolled there on 33 2s, so obviously it's a little bit down the lower end of the dice rolls for the Sales Reptiles. So there we go, a 1-1 draw.
Very exciting.
So it was interesting to see the very first game of season 2. And we'll just see how it goes with the rest of the matches.
Well, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully the Bristly Stranger will return in glorious fashion soon. Until then, we definitely look forward to doing this. Once again, my name is Stinger's Playground. With me here is Ricketts.
Great to be here, and look forward to the next game.